We talked about it yesterday, how this series was so crucial for this Blue Jays team going into it. The final road series of the regular season, a 4-game set against a team, in hindsight, you should win 3 of 4 against. And game 1 goes about as sideways as it possibly can, as you lose 7-2 to the Minnesota Twins. Dropped to 85 and 68 on the year. Matz wasn't great. The bullpen wasn't great. Your offense had 11 hits, but only scored 2 runs. And you dropped the opener for the first time in quite some time. The Blue Jays lose back-to-back ball games. The worst time of the year you can start doing that stuff. You know what else doesn't help? Thomas Hatch going down with an injury leaves the game. You want to know something else? Lourdes Gurriel Jr. leaves the game with a hand injury because Randall Grichuk steps on his hand. And if you've ever watched the movie The Benchwarmers, and you've seen that scene where Rob Schneider gets his hand stepped on by a metal cleat, it ain't pretty. But it didn't start out all that bad for the Toronto Blue Jays. Top of the second inning, you had an RBI double from Lourdes Gurriel Jr., scoring Teoscar Hernandez, giving the Jays the early lead 1-0. All right, good stuff. Steven Matz tiptoeing his heck through the first time through the lineup. Second time through, though, they make the adjustment. Byron Buxton hits an RBI, or hits a double on the left field line. Then Polanco drives him in with an RBI single. It's a 1-1 ball game. Then Mitch Garver hits an RBI single. In comes Polanco. Somehow, it's only a 2-1 game after that inning. The base is loaded and 1 out. But he gets out of it somehow. But that's the end of the night for Steven Matz. It's an awful performance for Steven Matz today. He didn't even give him a chance out there in the 4th inning. And I don't blame him. He was that bad. Everything felt like a meatball. It was really ugly to watch. It was like a Ross Stripling start yesterday where everything you looked like it was either a hanger, it was just up, everything was getting hit hard. It was just ugly to watch. And somehow he left the game with only a 2-1 deficit. But the bullpen was that bad. But top of the 4th inning, Teoscar Hernandez hits a hanging curveball from Michael Pineda and jumps all over it and crushes it into the seats in left field. Home run number 30 for Teoscar Hernandez, so congrats to him for that. And it ties the game at 2. So you're feeling all right. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, though, and the wheels fall off. An RBI ground out from Arias. I butchered that thing hard, but either way, it's an RBI ground out. Donaldson comes in to score, giving them the lead back. It's 3-2. It is what it is. Like a 1-run deficit. It's doable. Nick Gordon comes up, and he's like, one run deficit? What's that? I'm going to make it a 4-run deficit because he crushes a 3-run bomb off of Julian Merriweather. In comes Rooker and Garver. And the Jays now trail it 6-2. And then to add insult to injury in the bottom of the 7th inning, Nick Gordon hits an RBI single. In comes Rooker, and it's now 7-2. It's wild, guys. It's really, really wild how if you look at the Blue Jays bullpen and you look at Simber, Romano, Richards, Meza, anybody other than those 4 guys, or what trust do you have in them? You got nothing. Pearson, Merriweather, clearly not. Brucky has been abysmal this year. Thomas Hatch hasn't been great at all when he has played. So what the heck is this roster? You know what I mean? If you don't have a lead, if your starting pitcher does not give you 6 innings with a lead, it's a disaster. It's a disaster waiting to happen because everybody not named those 4 dudes stink, or at least have stunk for most of the year. And I'll get to why in a second here. Steven Matz got the start, went 3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6, and walked 1. He had 3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 7 hits. That's not good at all, man. Not good at all, especially when this team needs good outings from your starting pitchers. I understand they've been great all year. They've been great through this stretch, blah, blah, blah. We need them to be good now. Down the stretch in the biggest moments of the year. Thomas Hatchman, an inning and 2/3, allowed 1 hit, 3 runs allowed, 1 strikeout and 3 walks. Now, ideally, 2 of those runs came in on the home run that was given up by Julian Merriweather, who went an inning and a third, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, and a strikeout. So his line doesn't look that bad, but he made Thomas Hatch's line look even worse. And then Ryan Borucki went an inning, allowed 3 hits and a run. And who gets the 1 clean inning? Adam Simber. Of course he does. 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and a walk. It's just wild how anybody other than those 4 guys just is totally inconsistent to all heck. You have no clue what you're going to get from those guys. Now, offensively, I mean, look, Simeon went 2 for 5 in the game. Teoscar went 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI on the home run that he hit. And once again, congrats to him for that one. Big milestone home run for the first time this year, for first time in his career, being a 30 home run guy, I believe. 11 hits in the game total, only 4 strikeouts, which isn't all that bad, but you couldn't get the clutch knocks. You go back to that top of the 4th inning where Teoscar Hernandez tied the game at 2. We're all like, all right, well, good stuff. We got a new ball game here. In that same inning, the Jays had runners on the corners with only 1 out, with Jansen and then Springer up. You couldn't get it done. And when you have an opportunity against a team like this to get on the board, because their offense is not bad by any means, as we've seen again today, you got to be able to put up the runs on the board. And they weren't able to do that today. And of course, just to add insult to injury, Gurriel leaves the game, right? And it was on some freak thing where, a ball gets by him and Gurriel just kind of goes down to one knee because Grichuk has it. He throws the ball over top of him, but the follow through, he falls over top of him and flipping cleat to the damn hand. And it's just like, of course, right? Of course. The way the last few days have gone for the Toronto Blue Jays has been pretty wild. And with the Yankees and the Red Sox both MIA today, not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Now, there's still lots of baseball to play. You play the Yankees for 3 games after this 4-gamer, so it's definitely not over. But you got to start winning ball games, man. You got to control your own destiny. They did. They had a 1.5 lead. At one point, they had a game lead over the Red Sox and the Yankees. And they just hit a wall at the wrong time. Now, Game 2 of this series goes tomorrow night. It's an 8:10 first pitch there at Target Field. Jose Berrios gets the ball for the Jays. Ober gets the mound. Is Bradley Ober? Riley Ober? Ober gets the ball for the Minnesota Twins. Last time we faced him, he was great first time through. I believe it was last Saturday. And Reese McGuire was the only guy to reach base first time through. And it was a walk. And then after the lineup turned over, the Jays just used him as BP. And they got back into the ballgame. They took a lead. They were feeling great. Hopefully that can happen tomorrow because we need this offense to wake up. We need this offense to get back into that, all right, as a team, we're hitting 390 over the back. We need that team back. Because your starting pitching's been meh. And now you've got your Berrios, Manoah, and Ray combination, I believe. Those 3 guys ready to go now, I believe. I could be wrong with that, but that's where I'm going to sit. You get your best guys out there now. You got to get some W's. And it all starts tomorrow with Berrios taking on his former team for the first time at Target Field. So it's going to be a very weird experience for him. He already faced Minnesota once in Toronto, but going to Target Field, getting the standing ovation while he gets obviously on the mound and whatnot, it's going to be a really, really good night for him. But he's got to go out there and dominate because this Jays team needs him bad. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the ball game today, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. Bye, guys. And by the way, if you're still watching this video, please comment down below this. I have this to fire out for you guys. I can wear this one in the next video because then maybe the Mojos run out of the jersey. I can put on the Brent Laurie jersey here, my Vladdy jersey that I used to wear, or I can go flashback and go Scott flipping rolling in the old Jays logo. Let me know in the comments. If I see any comments about it, going for it, then I'll make the adjustment. Otherwise, if I don't see anything, I'm sticking with this. All right? So you know what, guys? Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do that great stuff, guys. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there. If you've not done so already, by the way, like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff as well. Instagram is down below. Follow up there if you've not done so already, guys. Please do so, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Jays Edition. And Saturday, Leafs edition, first preseason game of the year. We'll talk to you guys post-game then. And as for the Blue Jays, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Jays, Twins, game 2 of the 4-game set at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Jose Berrios gets the ball for the Blue Jays, and Ober gets the ball for the Twins. 8:10 first pitch there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.